Do you think I'd forget Epica? No chance. While it didn't feature on Discovery this week, I figured it was only right to dive deep into the new album Aspiral, released on April 11th. I've always had a soft spot for Epica. They've released some incredible records over the years. Formed in 2003 in the Netherlands, the band blends soaring symphonic arrangements with crushing death metal, giving the sound a unique weight and drama. Simone Simons handles lead vocals incredibly well, while Mark Jansen delivers the harsh growls and Isaac Delahaye brings the fire on guitar and also those harsh vocals. Now, I've got to be honest, when I saw the album cover, I almost didn't bother listening to it. It's easily one of the worst fucking covers of 2025 and probably their worst ever. Seriously. What the hell is that? What the actual fuck is that? Looks like a bunch of horny alien hands trying to finger blast a golden space pancake. And those veiny blue fingers, Thanos clones fighting over intergalactic cheese. Epica, I fucking love you, but this looks like AI art gone completely wrong during an alien orgy. But thankfully, the music inside tells a different story. So let's jump in and break down Aspiral in all its chaotic, epic glory. So first up is Cross Divide. It's a strong way to kick off the album. Simone's vocals are brilliant here, more grounded and emotional rather than her usual operatic style, which gives the song a refreshing edge. The orchestral arrangements are lush and dramatic, weaving seamlessly with the driving guitars. That chorus, pure earworm, it really is. It's soaring, catchy, and likely to loop in your head all fucking day. While the structure follows the familiar formula of a typical Epica opener, nothing is groundbreaking on this song. It still works thanks to those infectious fucking melodies and a sense of cinematic energy. It sets the tone well, even if it plays it a little bit safe for an opener. But then we have Arcana. It takes things up a notch with much heavier sound. The death growls are more prominent here, cutting through the track with force, while the guitar tones shift into something darker and more aggressive. Simone's vocals are fantastic once again, this time blending her signature operatic flair with more grounded emotional delivery. The songwriting really shines, especially with the way the keyboards and orchestral elements are layered in. It adds that epic fucking cinematic feel Epica is known for. The chorus is soaring and surprisingly catchy. Definitely one you'll find yourself singing along to. It's a track full of peaks and valleys, moving smoothly between brutality and beauty. The real magic kicks in with Darkness Dies in Light, A New Age Dawns. Now, it's easily one of the highlights of the entire album, spending around 8 minutes. This track is a full-blown epic that throws everything at you, including the kitchen sink. Lush orchestral sections, furious death metal riffing, and absolutely savage growls by Mark Jansen. Simone is in top form again, soaring through a melodic and emotional chorus, while the drumming adds serious fucking momentum. There's even a touch of like a progressive flair, keeping the structure dynamic and making it quite unpredictable. The quiet elements bring a grand, almost cinematic depth, and that outro, utterly fucking majestic, like the climax of a film. The song tells a sweeping story from start to finish, and Epica holds nothing back, no resistance. It's a showcase of everything they do best on this song. Obsidian is a stunning sort of heavy sort of power ballad that brings a beautiful moment of calm to the album before a massive breakdown in the middle of the song. It's filled with grand sweeping melodies and a strong sense of emotional weight. The chorus is so damn fucking catchy. Simone absolutely shines here, seamlessly blending her clean vocals with more the operatic touches, giving the track a rich layered vocal performance. The chorus is, like I said, gorgeous and heartfelt, sticking with you long after the song ends. It's not as heavy as the other songs, but it's still quite heavy, but it's ballady. But that's the point. This track offers a breather from the intensity leading into its cinematic and emotional core. The flow is natural and elegant, carrying you through waves of melody with grace. A truly touching piece that adds balance and depth to the album. But yeah, the guitar work is brilliant on this. Then we got songs like Fight to Survive. The overview effect is another fucking standout, and it hits hard. This track leans into the heavier side of Epica's sound with crushing guitars, thunderous drumming, and those ever-present orchestral layers, giving it a grand cinematic edge. Simone delivers yet another outstanding vocal performance, shifting effortlessly between powerful cleans and soaring melodies, while the death growls add a vicious contrast. The chorus is bold and memorable, and there's even a breakdown that launches into one of the most epic sections on the album. Choirs swell, the instrumentation builds, and it all feels fucking massive. It's an intense dramatic track that shows off just how tight and dynamic this band really is. Got songs like Metanoia and New Age Dawn is pure epicness from start to fucking finish. The opening feels straight out of Nightwish's playbook with soaring choirs and a rich cinematic atmosphere that completely pulls you in, but it doesn't stay soft for long. Once those riffs kick in, you'll be head banging before the first minute is up. The heaviness crashes in with ferocity, and those death growls make a powerful fucking return, clashing beautifully with Simone's more operatic vocals. The chorus is a knockout, melodic, emotional, and unfucking forgettable, and brilliant chord progressions that elevate the drama. One of the biggest highlights is the emotionally charged guitar solo in the end, which flows straight into a vicious growl and even blackened vocal passage. The fusion of harshness and choir is absolutely stunning. Another masterpiece in Epica's arsenal. Time is one of the most eccentric tracks on the album. It almost feels like a twisted circus, especially with that chaotic theatrical intro. It's both heavy and melodic, featuring unexpected blast beats that add intensity, while Simone's soaring vocals contrast with some of the harshest growls on the record. The chorus is grand and operatic, packed with drama, and there's a really catchy, bouncy riff driving the song forward. It's definitely a grower. On first listen, it might feel a little bit strange, but the more you hear it, the more it starts to click. The alien-like sound effects and electronic elements and the flourishes give it like a sort of sci-fi edge, and when that monstrous growl hits, it's a fucking jaw dropper. Your jaw will just drop. Not a personal favorite, but still a solid track, because even when Epica gets a bit fucking weird, they still make it sound epic. Now we go to Apparition is another solid entry from Epica, keeping the momentum going with a great sense of flow and an infectious central riff that drives the track. The death growls return in full force, and I swear, the first time I heard it, I thought he said, "Give a doggy a bone, give a doggy a bone," but it's actually "dive in the unknown." Right before that riff hits hard again. It gave me a laugh, but the track itself holds up well. The chorus is catchy and well fucking executed, with sweeping orchestral elements that are more subdued here, letting Simone's vocals take center stage. She sounds fantastic, bringing elegance and power to an otherwise straightforward, heavy track. It's not the most memorable on the album, but it still hits all the right Epica notes. Dive into the unknown. Then we have Eye of the Storm. Is a really solid track with a touch of progressive flair and bursts of heaviness throughout. Simone delivers a strong vocal performance as always, though this one does feel a bit like a transitional, dare I say, filler piece building toward something bigger. That said, the more you listen to it, the more it actually grows on you. The death metal section is a highlight. Those growls are absolutely on point. It's fast-paced, energetic, and packed with high-octane intensity. The orchestral elements add depth without overwhelming the mix, and the chorus is pretty fucking catchy. There's even a slick guitar solo tucked in there. By the time the song plunges fully into like that death metal territory, it's impossible not to get swept up in chaos. A great, underrated moment on the album. And when you're thought it's over, think again, because we've got the grand saga of existence, New Age Dawns, is a true finale in every sense, cinematic, dramatic, grandeur, and utterly massive. Clocking in at around 7 minutes, it weaves between blissful elegance and sheer fucking fury. The intro is unforgettable, moving from delicate flutes, I think they're flutes, to crushing riffs and triumphant horns. The clean guitar work during the verses adds a storytelling quality like the final chapter of an epic journey, like being reborn. Simone's operatic vocals soar over a powerful chord progression while the harsh vocals return with fucking force. Orchestral elements build tension beautifully, leading into some of the heaviest moments on the entire album. Blast beats, manic growls, and a wild shift into near black metal chaos. There are even doom-laden passages that add a haunting weight to the track. It's a masterclass in dynamics and atmosphere, this song, and one of the most ambitious songs Epica has ever done, in my opinion. A phenomenal closer. I say it's a phenomenal closer, but it's not quite over because Epica returns with Aspiral. The self-titled closing track brings the album to a gentle yet powerful ending. It starts a soft, it's like a haunting ballad with Simone delivering a stunning vocal performance over eerie piano lines and a delicate atmospheric backdrop. It feels like the calm, not before the storm, but after the storm, reflective, emotional, and beautifully restrained. As the track builds, guitars and drums gradually rise, and the song transforms into something truly epic. The outro is absolutely breathtaking, really is, with a soaring choir, swelling orchestration, a melody that feels like the final curtain call. It's a cinematic and deeply satisfying conclusion, capturing the full essence of Epica in one final and emotional piece. This is a really strong album from start to finish, packed with some seriously heavy moments and emotional highs. Is it as good as Omega, the previous album? That's still up for debate. Only time will tell, but I'll say this, I genuinely love the songs on Aspiral. The death growls are absolutely feral at times. The melodies are fucking soaring, and the whole thing just feels like a natural continuation of Omega. Like Omega Part 2, if you will. It captures everything I enjoy about Epica while pushing the sound just a little further. With that said, I'm giving this a solid 85%, one of my favorite albums of the year so far. Loved every minute of it. So yeah, that's it for the album review. Hope you guys did enjoy it. Do agree or disagree with my opinion? Did you enjoy this new Epica album? Keep discussion, go to the comment section below, and I will see you in the next one.